punches the hands of other men.
Nobody will understand that. Totally out of context.
Just for us.
Just for us. Just for us. That is totally an inside joke. Hey, here we are. We're back again for another episode of the Red, White, and Blues podcast. I'm Daniel. He is Jason. And yeah, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a very long time. It's been a while.
It's crazy. I decided to wear the same shirt for all of these episodes that we recorded many, oh, hello, Olivia. Many days apart.
Yes. These are not recorded on. This is not July the 6th and or 7th, whatever day this comes out on, and we did not record this on June 23rd.
No, we are the most current podcast on the internet right now.
Right. Where you cover everything live and as it happens. So right now, Chelsea could be on the verge of capturing the Club World Cup title, or maybe
cannot wait,
or maybe we're sitting at home, which is probably more realistic. So yeah, whatever,
man. We're going for the full $150 million bag.
That's right. Maybe the players are actually getting some rest. That they well-deserved rest, thanks to FIFA. Ooh. But anyway, so this is the last episode of Keep Sell Loan, and we're going to cover the attackers in this episode. So I feel like there are several attackers that we can just knock off this list real quick. Some for drug violations, others because
yeah.
I mean, okay, it is official now. Mudryk has been busted for steroids. He is now. The B sample has come back. It is. Wow. He's a druggie, Jason. We just have to be realistic about this and real.
Hey, but he partied his ass off at the Conference League final.
He did. He was in there. He was in that gym pumping them weights at Chelsea too, getting the Russian juice. You know. Ivan Drago 2.0.
So. I don't understand how dumb some of our players are.
Dumb, man. Only Jesus though in butterflies.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a butterfly tattoo on my neck in solidarity with
yes,
our resident steroid pumper.
Yes, and you get a needle shooting into the butterfly. Like a syringe, like into the butterfly.
Or the butterfly's body is a syringe. Dude.
That's getting creative.
Creative. So I was going to ask you what the consequences are, but I just Googled it. According to BBC, he faces up to a 4-year ban.
Yeah, minimum 4 year. Or no. Maximum, I think, is 4. Pogba's got reduced to 2, I think. So there's a chance it could get. They're gonna give them a ban, and then it's gonna go to arbitration, and then the arbiters will decide what the final verdict is. From my understanding, that's sort of how it works. Like, you know, arbitration is sort of like the appeals court or whatever. So,
wow.
And I mean, the key is that they have to, because I mean, they have to show that he didn't intentionally take it. So, and we also don't know.
Innocence? Or is he?
I think so. I think he's pleading I didn't know what was in the thing. And we also don't know how many like macrograms, and I think that plays a large role into it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If somebody like is cycling, you can sort of tell from what they had in their system at the time. Mm. So it's sort of how much was in the system. Will we ever know that? I don't know. But so
wow.
I don't know. It is what it is. So blog idea for you, Jason, while I'm gone. Tattoo ideas from Mudryk in the future, and they're all related to syringes and drugs.
Okay, done.
Just butterflies.
It's going to be a list of 10. Yeah.
Hey, top 10 new Mudryk tattoos, and it's just I don't know. You design them all. We put them on t-shirts, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It'll we'll make it happen for
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah, so anyway, yeah, let's get into the attackers. I guess there's a few that we can where do we start with the attackers? Because I don't really know. Like, let me see. Let me get it on the right page. Okay, so obviously,
Yeah.
my page not change. There we go. All right, so obviously we have. Okay, this is good. Okay, so Delop, we obviously won't talk about him because he just got here.
Yeah.
So then you have the wingers. Let's just start there. So 3 wingers. The fourth, our Lord and Savior, our King, our only King,
Finally.
DeVal, will be here after the gauntlet that is the Club World Cup, the most prestigious trophy in all of Europe, in all the world, actually. It's not even European, in all the world, the Club World Cup. Yeah, he will be at Chelsea. So we have him next year. So obviously he is not going anywhere. We have Tyreek George, Madueke, and Pedro Neto. Rumor is that we do want to sign. May have already happened. I don't know. This is 2 weeks in the future. We might have already signed Gittins by now.
Yeah.
Could have happened. Maybe we have that asshole Garnacho on our team now, and all of Twitter has burned down. That might have also happened. I'm not sure.
Oh, God.
But I think Tyreek stays.
Yeah.
Keep Tyreek. Okay. So then that leaves Madueke and Neto. Both controversial in their own rights. Neither had great seasons. Neto did score a couple goals in the Club World Cup. Maybe he scored some more by now. I don't know. But now let's take that with a grain of salt. One's an MLS team. Another team we did lose 3-1 to. So
yeah.
That. But I don't know. What? Let's just start with the Pirate. Let's start with Pedro Neto. Do you keep him, Jason? Are you selling him? Obviously, we're not going to loan him. So are you keeping or selling with Neto?
I think we will keep Neto.
Yes, I agree. I think we will keep Neto.
Neto is an
But
interesting.
Do you want to, Jason? Do you want to keep Neto?
I mean, no, but I also just think that he is interesting. Because there's been various times where I've rated him higher than Madueke this season.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a pretty good preseason. I mean, Club World Cup tournament.
Might be injured now. Who knows?
Might be injured, but he's getting in on the goal scoring, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
I mean, he did score a few goals or several goals in the Premier League this season. So it's not unheard of, but like they're using him in interesting ways. He's making different runs. Like, so I think they're trying some stuff out with him. They're trying to I guess take advantage of his versatility in terms of his versatility and speed. So in ways that they're not quite doing with Madueke. So yeah, I think they will keep him. Neto is the best we got. Like, if we're not in the market for like a better right winger, which is Gittins right. I don't know much about Gittins.
Gittins is left.
Okay, so like if we're obviously not in the market. I think Gittins comes in because Madueke is getting some interests from other teams.
I would agree with that,
namely Arsenal.
Which is just so random, man. So random.
Yeah, but like, aren't they looking for like a striker? I don't know.
Yeah, they're supposedly Sesko is one they've looked at, which I think I just read something on X a little while ago before we got on this that they might be out on Sesko. I know they looked at Gyökeres, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
You know me, I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, I don't know his name either.
So they've been linked to him. So who knows? They've been linked with several other strikers. So
yeah.
I feel like they are looking for a striker, but we'll see. what they do. But yeah, the link with Madueke is strange. I don't really understand it, but
Yeah,
and again, it's
it
Arsenal.
seems like
they make
he's the
weird
one they're more
deals.
willing to sell, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, I would agree with that. Probably because he's been here 2 years as opposed to one with Neto. He was cheaper. You can probably make more money off of him. That's what we do. I don't necessarily know if I want him to go because he does fit. He's the only winger currently. Once Estefao gets here, it'll be fine because he will take over. But he is the only winger right now that actually tries to take his player on one-on-one and can succeed at doing that.
Yeah.
Whereas Neto just crosses the ball, and we have no strikers that can head the ball, so there's no point in that. I'm okay with Madueke staying as long as he understands that King Estevao will get the majority of the minutes in the Premier League this year.
And that's going to be the other issue. But the nice thing about Madueke is that he can play on the right as well.
Yeah. Well, he's naturally a right winger.
What's that?
Maresca, he's naturally a right winger.
Yeah.
Maresca just started oddly playing him on the left at the back half of the season. And it was like, everybody's like, why? I guess it was so he could be on his right, because we know he doesn't have a left foot. Madueke cannot use his left foot. We know that. But I think ultimately, okay, so if you could only keep one, who would you keep? Like just you.
I have a weird affinity for Neto. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I have not explored it. I don't know what it comes from. I would probably keep Madueke though.
Okay.
If you play him back on the right.
Yeah, I think he fits Maresca's system better than Neto does.
Yeah, I agree.
So I agree with that. Neto is versatile, which I do like.
Yeah, they're just trying new things with him. Like you can see it in how they're playing them in this tournament. Like it's interesting what they're trying to do, and they're trying to make him more attacking.
Yeah.
So, but it's just it's a vibes only thing. So I don't know, but it just seems like they're putting more effort into him than they are Madueke at the moment. Yeah. And maybe it is because Esteval's coming in and they've just written it off, which seems like a shame. So I don't know.
It is interesting because you feel like, okay, say we bring in Gittins left. Neto would probably move to the right, and then but you're still down a winger if you sell Madueke, because then you only have, I guess you have George. So I guess that might be their thought process. If you bring in Gittins, then you have, I don't know. They just seems to be something off with George where they don't really rate George.
Yeah.
Whereas I think a lot of people do rate him. So if you had Todrick and Gittins on the left, and then you had Neto and Estevao on the right, and then Neto can also play the left if both of them aren't having, great. Right. So I don't know, but is
trying to play George at striker more often?
They did,
than not, right?
They did in the Conference League a little bit because we had no options. Because But I mean, we have Dalot now. We have Nico once he gets unbanned from his 15th red card in a Chelsea uniform.
And he sent out that apology.
Yeah.
Was like a little cringy, but I understood. I think it came from a good place. But again, so I give him the benefit of the doubt, but then also stop getting effing red cards. I don't understand what your problem is right now.
Yep.
So
I don't know. So
the club seems in support of Nico. The club seems like they want to hold on to him, which I rated Nico all the way until this season, and it hasn't come good. So
he was hurt, came back, got a red card. So it's sort of like
it's kind of how James ended the season last season.
Yeah, but at least at least Reese was like, you're exactly right. That's the exact same thing.
I mean, it's similar, but yeah, like it just was one of those things where it's like, we got our captain back. Our captain's an idiot.
Yeah, our captain like, just got freaking red carded. Yeah.
And Nico goes out at the right time, or at the wrong time. I mean, so yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. But so would you keep? Do you think both of them end up staying, or do you think Madueke ends up getting sold?
I think if there's a club willing to pay what we value Madueke at, it seems to be $50 million right now.
Yeah,
I think he gets sold.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Arsenal going to be that club? I don't know. I think even the fact that Chelsea is willing to entertain offers if they come in at 50,
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think he probably does. Madueke has extreme potential, and like it's evident. It's evident in how he plays. I haven't always been happy with him this season because I think some of it just is disappointment in the potential or like him not reaching the potential in the same way Nico does. Like these players have like a raw talent that for some reason isn't just being taken to the next level. And call it system, call it coaching, call it player motivation. I don't know, like maybe a combination of all three, but like I would like to see Madueke stay. I think the club, and again, this is how they make every decision. It's a money-based valuation and not a club-based, let's be successful as a club in terms of trophies valuation, which is a different 100%. Mindset than we've been used to.
Yeah.
Where you had a owner who was willing to sink money literally, and
you mean wash money into the club?
He did sports
wash money in and out of the club.
yeah. And so, I mean, that's another thing. Like, is to the club, everything they've done is paid off this season. Arguably, from however you look at it, it's either a season late or a season early. So, based on all the bullshit they've said, and so like them looking at Madueke, they're looking at him as we can cash in on this guy now.
Yep.
And what's going to be frustrating is that if he does go somewhere like Arsenal, I guarantee you Arteta gets out of him what we were all hoping. I think it'll be an interesting system for him to hang out in.
Yeah.
But like I think he can be coached pretty well there.
Yeah, he could be. I think Madueke, the one knock that I've always had on him is he doesn't always track back and defend, which Neto does. So, but I do think I agree with you. I think that if they can get that money for him, they're going to sell him just because is what it is.
I think they would do that for almost any player on the pitch.
I would 100% agree with that. I think maybe the only person they wouldn't do that with it for some strange reason. I literally I don't know why I'm gonna say it's Caicedo. Like I really feel like Caicedo might truly only be the only true safe person on this team. Everybody else is disposable. Yes, I'm talking about Reece James. Yes, I'm talking about Levi Colwell.
Yeah.
So
I think if the player came to the club and said, "Hey, I'm willing to go," and they got the price they wanted out of them, I think absolutely just about any player on the pitch would go.
I agree. 100% agree. All right, so let's just jump into. So I think Neto stays. I don't think Neto goes anywhere. Yeah. We're keeping him. Madueke, I'm with you. I think the chances are that if we get the right price, we will sell him, and I think that's more likely than him staying at this moment.
I agree.
So let's go to Nico. So I think whatever you say about Nico, because we have Delop. We've been linked with other strikers too. So if you bring in another striker, then I think that pretty much Nico's fate is written. But so do you think we sign another striker, or do you think Nico stays as the backup?
At this moment, my vibe, that's all I got.
That's all we have in this situation.
I don't think they sign another striker, but
you don't.
No, I mean, I know that they're flirting around with it, and transfer window gets insane in terms of everything. But
Yeah, it does.
I don't. They're not. If they go for another striker, they've already spent $30 million there, right? And they have Nico, who they are paying lip service to, like through various means.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to go splash cash for a big striker. And who else is out there that already isn't being poached by some other club? So,
yeah,
I don't know. I think they flirted around with a couple options, and I don't. It at least the rumblings don't seem to indicate. I don't know. This is 2 weeks in the future, so
we might have already signed another striker by now. Who knows?
I mean, possibly. It doesn't seem like they're going to, especially if they're going to keep. I mean, we went after Delop, who was like one of the most highly sought after young prospects, or at least highly rated young prospects at the time.
Yeah.
At the time,
the next Harry Kane, Jason, is what I'm being told by people. Yep. So
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That he will play every game and not hardly ever be injured, and he will go out there and run his ass off. Like, if he's the next Harry Kane, I would hope so. But
I don't know, because if he's the next Harry Kane, he doesn't win a trophy until he leaves our club. So when he's like 30 something. So I don't really know if I want him to be the next Harry Kane under those circumstances.
Not in terms of success, but
not in terms of success. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Nico ends up. I think he stays because I don't know. This is the thing with this club now is like I don't know. It's hard. You got to read through the bullshit, and it's hard to figure out what is PR, what they're saying is true, what they're saying to cover other stuff up. Like, what is it? So I don't know at this point in time. I think he stays. I think Gooey goes out on loan. You have to send him out on loan at that point. You can't sit and have three strikers like that. So, yeah, I just don't know, man. It's going to be interesting this transfer window, and so there's really nobody else this time. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, because I mean we have like we got like Raheem Sterling, Jason.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, some guy named Armand Broja.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Are you talking about the club, Borussia Dortmund? That's dumb. I'm sorry.
Oh, we do have to talk about one more. So you think Nico stays too?
Yeah, I don't see him leaving. Yeah,
I don't either. Last one for attackers, and then we're done with the episode, and we've caught up on our time. Almost.
Yeah.
João Felix.
Oh shit.
Now there were rumors that he was going to go out on loan to Benfica. So probably with us paying the majority of his wages like we did with Raheem Sterling this year to Arsenal. So sorry. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean I don't really rate João Felix. So I would say get him out of here.
Yeah,
but I'm just looking at
purchases ever. So stupid. Yeah.
Dude, he had a close experience with a hammerhead shark recently.
Oh, okay. Too bad it didn't eat him, and then we could have avoided his contract. Huh.
Yeah, he's hanging out with a shark in Florida.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know, man. It's such a weird situation because the fan base is very divided on him. Like some of them rate him, but I feel like they rate him based off of what his potential was supposed to be. Like when he was young, like he was supposed to be great. He's proven that he's not really that good. He's pretty average. He has moments of brilliance, but then the other 98% of the time he's shit or very mid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would love to get him out of here. I think he's going to go out on loan in the end. because I just don't think we're going to ask too much because he's only been here a year. So I think he inevitably ends up on loan somewhere. We're probably paying most of his wages, and it is what it is at that point.
Yeah, I'm fine with the loan. I don't think he needs to be taking no space on the roster.
Yes, 100% agree with that.
Whatever they need to do. I mean, yeah, like you said, a loan is probably the most viable option for him.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Anything else you want to add about our illustrious attack, Jason?
It's weird that I was weirdly positive about our defense, and I was like, I think our midfield is pretty good.
Our midfield is our strength, I believe.
Yeah, so I think our goalkeeping and our attacking situation, even with Palmer and then Delap and Esteban. Actually, I'm feeling kind of positive. I will be sad to see Madueke go, but I think
I do too. I think with Esteban, we do as much as I hype him up on this podcast and call him our king, and which I do mean everything. I mean everything. I do think that he's probably not going to get as much playing time as I want him to get, and he's probably not going to be. I don't know. He might. I don't know. He might have a Cole Palmer-esque season. We'll see. But I mean, like, I'm trying. I need to start tempering my expectations. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm still getting an Esteban jersey, and it's going to be the away one because that thing is freaking fire. And we're hopefully have a front of the shirt sponsor this year. So, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe
it's like Nike designed it in anticipation that we wouldn't have one.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah,
just putting stripes right down the center.
Right down the middle. Yeah. Just so you know, Jason, I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, after this podcast actually airs, but it'll still be a week. But if we do have a shirt sponsor sign while I'm gone, you need to jump in and do a very in-depth emergency podcast on why
you got it.
Clear Lake is funneling money, or how this company is clearly Clear Lake.
You got
just buying,
All I got to do is follow the money, man.
Well, maybe we'll be sponsored by the Lakers, since one of our majority owners now owns the Lakers.
The Lakers.
I hate the Lakers, man.
I know.
Love Kobe Bryant.
A cool team.
Always love Kobe, but hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
$1 billion, man. Just ridiculous.
I'm a fan of LeBron. So,
excuse me. What blasphemy did? I hate that man. I swear to God, I hate LeBron. He is like,
yeah. You're not.
I can't stand LeBron, man. I can have a whole debate about.
I think LeBron deserves his flowers, but
I think LeBron's a good player.
But Jordan is always the GOAT for me.
And I think, Jordan's the GOAT. Kobe, I think, is better also than LeBron.
Yeah. I agree with that too. Yeah,
I think Kobe is one of the best that's not ever considered one of the best. I love Kobe Bryant.
I think I would probably put Kobe as vice GOAT.
Yeah. And he's also the reason I'm not getting helicopters too. So.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is sad. I will not ride a helicopter. My wife has been trying to get me to go on a helicopter in Hawaii, and I'm like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it. I'm not doing. Nope.
Well, don't do hot air balloons either. There was like a
no. I saw that too.
Yeah,
no,
that's scary.
I'm too scared of heights. I couldn't do hot air balloons. Yeah. I can do roller coasters because they go up and come down quick. Right. Hot air balloons, nope, no way.
Yeah. But no, man. I think I just like seeing somebody be really good at sports. So even I think that's all I mean by LeBron. I don't like seek out trying to watch LeBron stuff, but man, if The Last Dance is ever on, I get sucked in because Jordan is like
such
my
a great
guy. Yeah,
one of the best sports documentaries ever.
It was on tonight, and I was like glued there for a while. I was like, I got shit to do. I gotta go.
Yeah.
So
So
But
good.
yeah, I that's kind of what I would hope. I guess to segue to the end is like I want to like legitimately see our players be good, and I have already made it like a mission to like unless the player actually deserves it. I don't think a lot of our players had poor attitudes this season.
No, they really didn't.
Not like when they were fighting over penalty kicks and shit.
Yeah.
Like just a couple years ago. And it does.
That was last year. That was a year ago. That was
shit.
Poch.
Yeah.
That was Poch.
You're right. That was at the beginning of the season. But like I think that it is just worth noting that there is a more positive environment.
Yes.
An attitude around the team that was noticeable this season. And I think Maresca and the team deserve some credit for that. And so
I agree.
And it didn't even take building a barbecue pit for it to happen. So I think like
we had a freaking barbecue.
Yeah.
But we don't know that for sure. Maybe they did.
That's true. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. But I would like to see the team continue to bond and like new players come in and get it's so weird because like the conversations are usually on, well, they're really young, they probably won't, outdo the more seasoned veteran starter. And
Right.
our entire team is like competing with other people their age for certain spots on the field. It gets really weird in retrospect across all three of these episodes talking about it that way. So I would hope I want all of these kids essentially to be successful here. And I want to just watch them play really good football. And so I would hope players like Madueke get to stay because I think like I have some pretty high hopes for this season. And maybe it's just because it's the one stable season that we've had in like 3 years where we are building off of like a core. And then we can go, okay, this position needs to do this and this position needs to do this. Where last year we were like, everybody is replaceable and they all need to go. And it was all just like, we hope we think they might do good. I don't know. Raheem Sterling, he was good at Man City that time. And now I think that we do have things to build off of. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna our season preview is gonna be a fun episode to do to see how we really do value or how we do see this team going forward into the season. So it'll be a fun episode. Once the new season actually starts, because we're not in the new season yet.
Nope.
We're in the mid season. Like we're in the between seasons because technically it's so
betweezens.
Betweezens. I like that. We're in the betweezens.
Sometimes I need to just not say things that come into my head.
I have that conversation with my daughter all the time. About how use a filter. Use a filter. But what she said is completely funny. What she says is like be off the wall sometimes. It's like, all right.
Oh man.
Yeah, kids. What are you gonna do?
Kids
love them.
They say the darndest things.
They do. They do say the darndest things. But yeah. So I guess that's it. Anything you want to add, Jason, about our tackles?
Man.
Cool. All right. Well, tell these people where they can find us then.
We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Substack. Hope you're enjoying the blogs that I'm now writing because I've written so many now. And Daniel is continuing to write his amazing stuff. Isn't it cool having two bloggers? Like, this is great. So,
it is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So, check us out on all three of those platforms. We've made it easy for you. Same name across all three. You can check it out also at the bottom of the screen in case you didn't notice. But we're at Red White Blues FC.
That's right. And we are also on Spotify and Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast at. That's not Amazon. And we're also on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, bell, ding, 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 whatever. Jason, blogs you've written have been amazing. Just want to shout you out.
Oh, thanks, man.
Fantastic blogs. I've really been enjoying reading them. I know, been enjoying reading them. So, on vacation while I'm, sitting on the beach, lounging around, sipping my Mai Tai. and
Lucky.
reading Jason's blogs. It's what I do all day. I don't do anything else. I read the same blogs over and over again. That's it. Just his. Like,
dude, you got to get out a little more on this vacation. What are you doing?
Oh man. But yeah, until next time, we'll catch you guys and gals on the flip side.
Yo, keep, sell, loan Daniel and me. Let us know in the comments.